you expand the maxilla, should you expand the lower jaw or the mandible, or is that not a thing? This is one of the biggest questions that I get over here. So if you look at the mandibular teeth, you will notice that they are lingually inclined. What does that mean? That instead of them being upright, they turn towards the tongue. Lingual means tongue. So they turn towards the tongue. If we put braces, Invisalign, appliances, and we upright them, all of a sudden we have more room for the maxilla to expand. The maxilla is able to expand because you have a suture. It's actually two bones with a suture right in the middle. So by expanding the maxilla, we mean opening up the suture. There's no suture on the lower. So you cannot apply force and expect the suture to open on the lower because there's no suture. So if you apply force, the teeth move. If you apply force on the top, strong enough, depending on how old you are, the suture opens. If you apply force that is not as strong, depending on how old you are, the teeth will move. So those two types of expansions are alveolar expansion, where only the teeth move, and yes, you can remodel the teeth within the alveolar bone to make a beautiful U-shaped arch. But in order for us to get nasal and breathing changes, you need to open the suture on the top. So applying enough force for the suture to open and moving the teeth on the bottom where the bite will still be functional. There are other options for the lower. There's something called SFOT, which they open up the lower, where they open up the lower gums and they pack bone, add synthetic bone in there or cadaver bone, whatever, and then they close it up. They wait until it heals. So they add bone to the outside, which makes possible now for the teeth to move outside, to move within that bone, the extra bone. So you're expanding the teeth into that arch in a way which will make easier and allow more expansion on the top arch. There are some other surgical procedures that, yes, you can. I really don't understand enough about it, but where they can cut the bone here and expand, but I need to bring somebody here to talk about that with you guys. Anyways, so yes, no real expansion on the mandible, mostly teeth movement.